Hello. First stream of 2023. It's gonna be a banger. We're doing a tier list. Very original, I know. Why did I start? Why did I want to do this? Basically, I think I was having a lot of conversation about the quality of fruits we've had with other people recently, so I figure I'd put down on paper, well, not really paper, but on stream, my objectively correct opinions on fruit. That being said, I am looking at this list and I have not eaten a lot of these. So maybe we can go ahead and just take out the ones I've either don't think I've eaten or maybe have eaten and I don't remember. So let's see. I feel like I've had currants, but like I don't remember any of these. What do these taste like? They look like they would be sour. They look like the fruit that like you see on bushes that like people tell you not to eat. Is that just me? Well, I'm sure you could eat them because they're on here. Surely this tier list maker person would not put poisonous fruit to humans on their tier list, right? Custard apple? I have no idea what this is. There's things that like I've had the flavor of, but not the fruit itself. Dragon fruit, I don't think I've had. Star fruit, I don't remember having. Gooseberries? Have I had these? If I have, I don't remember them. Figs? I feel like I don't remember either. This is not going to be a very good tier list if I eliminate half of the fruit before I even start. Oh god, what else have I not had? I had jackfruit before. Mangosteen, I don't think so. Rambutan, I don't know what this is. I don't think I've had these. And I can't remember if I've had these or not. Okay. That leaves a decent amount to work with. Actually, I don't know. Fashion fruit I've only had the flavor of. Should I just judge it based on it? But the problem is, like, it's usually mixed with like a bunch of other stuff. So I can't really say that I've had that before. Okay, I think everything else looks good. Maybe. We'll roll with it. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do? I need to relabel. Oh my god, 900 poop emojis. Must not be a very good tier list. That's okay. Okay. So, I'm thinking we would relabel these. I think I need to add a new... How do I add a new tier? Add a row below. Like this. Because I need to add an F tier. You gotta have an F tier on your tier list, you know? Why is that not working? Huh? There we go. Okay. F. And I will even label this. I never want to eat this ever again, let alone look at one. That sounds reasonable. Okay, and then we'll go to D. How do I label D? D feels like the fruit where you would have to pay me to eat this. And a decent amount at that. Okay. These are a little bit too long. Let's remove the second sentence. Okay. See, oops. Oh no. I should have did this all before the stream started. That's okay. The editing is part of the stream. Always has been, right? C. Okay. C is like... I'd take one if somebody offered, but not something I would eat myself. B is like... I'd grab this on a whim at a grocery store or something like that. A is like... I actively seek this fruit. Why does that sound so weird? Okay. And then S is like... How do you even describe S? I could live off of this. No. How do I phrase it? If I could live off of this, I would. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I think that sounds reasonable. There's gonna be some... I think B and C, there's gonna be some stuff there that... where it's like, I probably wouldn't grab it on a whim, but I might put it at B anyway. Alright, let's get started. Take a sip. I had a sore throat yesterday, so I know. Lost some cough drops. Okay, green apple. I mean, green apples are good. What are the like major... what are like they actually called again? Some of the green apples. They have like a bunch of different names. I'm thinking of like one specifically that I can't remember the name of, but green apples are pretty good. Green apples are like maybe B. Although to be honest, I don't buy these that much. Yeah, it might have to be C based on how I'm wording this tier list. Like, green apples are good, like, not gonna lie, but I just don't find myself going to apples that much when I'm looking for fruits to eat. But they're not bad. They're not bad. I think green ones are nice because they have a bit of a sourness to them. On the other hand, I feel like red apples, at least for most of them, especially like Red Delicious, it's just like, I don't know, the flavor ain't right. I don't know how to put it. They also like tend to, I don't know if it's just my experience, but they tend to have like a bit of a mushy kind of... I associate their like texture a little bit with like more of a mushy quality. I don't know if that's just because like they're more prevalent in baking, question mark? I don't actually know. I feel like green apples are used a good amount of baking too though. I'm very curious what this like custard apple tastes like. I've never heard of this before. But yeah, I think, I mean, the main issue is like you can't really list every single type of apple on this tier list, right? Like I'm thinking like, would Honeycrisp fall under red apple? Because I feel like I would treat Honeycrisp more like a green apple in terms of how I would rate it. So I don't know. I think I'm okay with these for now though. Yeah, red, I don't know. It's not bad. It is a little bit on the sweeter side, and I tend to like fruits that are a little bit, have like more of a sour kind of kick to them, and I think that green apples are a little bit better in that regard. I'm debating whether or not I want to like rate this only by the fruit or also like other applications, like, you know, baking, drinks, flavoring, whatever. For now, I think we'll just leave it to just the fruits. Okay, apricots. Apricots are pretty good. They do have the like sour note that I like. The, what do you call it? The flesh part is very good. It's not like crunchy, right? Well, I guess it could be if it's what's the word, ripe enough. But for the most part, like, you don't really associate apricots with like the crunch kind of fruit, you know. I think I have to give apricots probably like a B. Yeah, that sounds about right. The thing is, like, this is also something I probably don't really get at the grocery store that much, but like, if I saw they were on sale, I would probably do it. Whereas, like, for green apple, I feel like, you know, even if they're on sale, I'd be like, yeah, you know. I don't really see myself going for those most of the time, which is like kind of sad, you know. I should probably eat more apples, to be honest. But yeah, no, I do like apricots better. I think you'll find that a lot of the high tier fruits that I will list are more on the sour side. But yeah, you know, I'm definitely not biased, and this is definitely an objectively correct tier list. So, moving on. Oh, I would say one thing I don't really like about the apricots is that the what do you call it? Like the seed instead of the core inside is like way too big. So like you kind of like when you eat them, you think you're getting a lot more fruit than you actually are because the core is just so big. Yeah, but other than that, I can't really complain. All right, avocados. Avocados like don't really come. They don't like register in my head as a fruit most of the time, just because they're so very different from everything else. Avocados also have the issue with apricots just having like this massive thing in the middle that makes you feel like you're getting less. It's like when you buy chips, you know, and like half the bag is the air. So you never get as much as you want as you're expecting from the bag. That's like how I feel about these fruits that have like super massive cores. But avocados are okay. I don't seek out avocados, and I think I'm okay with that. They have like way different of a taste, and that's something I like appreciate. But I don't use avocados a lot in like cooking or just to eat. But they're not bad. They're not bad. I feel like my C rating is like very skewed because C is like already quite good for fruit. I think you have to go like D below for me to like not say like I don't like that. C and above is like stuff that I like, but we have to talk about like very, you know, get into the nitty gritty of distinguishing the best from the best, you know. I can't just be like everything is awesome. That just isn't how a tier list is made, right? And I've always been like somebody that has not been good at like making those sort of minute little separations. So this is a little exercise in being able to do that. I guess, even if it's not a very good way to approach it. But yeah, avocados are fine. I would take one if somebody offered. Alright, bananas. I feel like bananas are like... I want to like bananas more than I do, but don't really. So like before I was buying like a decent amount of bananas because I do like their taste and I do think that they're like very versatile, but they just go bad too fast. Is that just me? Like I just like if I buy a bunch of bananas, which I think is like the term for like when you have the bundle, um once you get down to like the last one, it's like beyond the ripe period. And I don't even like them when they're like on the ripe side. I prefer them when they're like less ripe than they should be. When they have like a little tint of green, you know what I mean, on this banana skin or peel or whatever. Do people call them banana skin? Yeah, and that way like because if the banana is like too mushy, I don't really like that. And I know like a lot of people do. Like once it starts developing spots and stuff, it's kind of I don't know. It gets to a point where I begin to not like it, and then that's like where I guess you can like blend a smoothie or something. But I think me putting this here is mostly just because my eating habits with bananas are just not good. I'm very not good at. Maybe if I ate like two a day, um, it would be fine. But when I buy a bunch and it's like one a day or less than one a day, yeah, I like made a. I don't remember how many years it was ago. I think like 2 years ago. I sort of made like a personal vow to never buy bananas again, at least for myself, because it was just getting to the point where I was like wasting them, and I hate that. So I might as well get fruit that I can finish on a reasonable time scale without having to throw away like the last one or two bananas. Yeah, don't hate me for that, please. Okay, moving on. But yeah, if I could, maybe I can put this. I think maybe I would put this here. So left being like better on the list. I think this is about right. This list like is just stuff I haven't had, so I can't really rate it in that way. Blackberries. When is the last time I had a blackberry? It's been a while ago. They're not bad. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff in the C tier list based on these ratings. Maybe I should try to relabel. Well, we can do that later. Again, I don't really seek out blackberries that much. I honestly like I don't remember them. I don't remember their flavor that much. I think they have like a little bit of tartness, but um, I do kind of like try to avoid more more on the ripe side. I think this is like the same for all fruits. It's just I like them when they're tart, and then as they progressively get less tart, I'm like a little bit more about. But most people sell like the ripe, I think blackberries, which are a little bit more on the sweet side, I guess. And they're not bad. They're not bad like that. I think blackberries like they do kind of have like little mini seeds inside, if I remember correctly. That like it doesn't make it like hard to eat. It just like I don't know. I don't really like that. It feels like they added something to it. to it. It feels like the little bits like you find in like ice cream or something like that of something else crunchy. And I guess maybe some people do like the combination of that texture, but it's not for me. It's not for me. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about blackberries, to be honest. Blueberries. I think blueberries I can put on in B. I think blueberries and blackberries I treat very similarly, with the exception that like I do find blueberries good even after they pass the tart stage. Yeah, they're just like all around a very good berry type fruit. One of the best. Well, I should save that for the best berry on this list. And if you know me, you probably know what it is. But it's not the best berry, but it's one of the best berries, I would say. It kind of like liken it to. Not really sure. I have gone like blueberry picking before, and I do like just kind of like eating them when they're like fresher. Usually I prefer that than like kind of getting them at the grocery store. But yeah, if they're like on sale at the grocery store at a decent price, I think I might pick some up. All depending. They're not bad though. They're not bad. Not bad at all. It feels weird to rate it higher than green apple though, to be honest. But I think I might like green apples more than blueberries, but well, not necessarily. Blueberries at their peak, which in my opinion, you know, when they're a little underripe, will outperform anything on the C tier list. So we can leave it at that. We'll rate it by maybe not average, but like average to higher performance, quote unquote, of the fruit. Cantaloupe, huh? Cantaloupe. I think cantaloupe I can give B as well. Cantaloupe is like very unoffending, I think. It's like hard to find people that don't like cantaloupe, I guess. Although to be honest, like now that I think about it, I think in the past I used to not like this too much because I don't like the part, if you can like see where my mouse is, near the middle of the fruit where like most like the seeds and stuff are, because you just get like some of the like icky stuff up there. And I was like eating a lot of cantaloupe, I guess, that just had this like too much of that part, which made me not like it. But over time, like I guess I ate more cantaloupe that, you know, kind of shaved more of that top part off, and it was like pretty good. Yeah, very unoffending middle of the tier fruit. If I'm honest, like cantaloupe is like the standard of the fruit world, which is kind of weird to say when you have like apples and stuff, but for me it's cantaloupe. I think it just like, I don't know, it does nothing wrong other than like that part, but you can kind of like shave away that's just like me eating cantaloupe that, you know, wasn't kind of prepared correctly, I would say. Yeah, solid fruit. Okay, coconuts. Coconuts I don't have too much of. I feel like I experience coconuts definitely more in the vein of like the flavoring kind rather than the coconut itself. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan. It's like, I don't know, just the flavor. Coconut is very hit or miss, I think, for people, and for me, it's like it's just not good. There is something to appreciate about like the type of sweetness it has, but it also has kind of like a weird, milky, like creamy kick to it that I'm not a huge fan of. But it's a very distinct flavor. It's just not one that I enjoy that much overall. Like, if I never ate coconut again, I would be fine with that. Probably. I remember, yeah, growing up, like, Almond Joys, I think, have a bit of, like, am I remembering that correctly? I know it's called Almond Joy, but Almond Joy like had a bit of like a coconut flavoring to it, and I remember not very much enjoying Almond Joys as a chocolate. But coconuts by themselves, like, yeah, I just it ain't for me. Cherries. Ooh, okay. Cherry might be the first A tier fruit? Maybe? Maybe? Cherries are very good. They've got like a nice, like the size is nice. I would say my only complaint about cherries is like the pit itself. Um, Relative to the size of the cherries is kind of like in the same vein as like the apricot, just too big relative to the amount of fruit. Sometimes I feel that way, but yeah, I don't know. Like cherries are just very solid, and I love like the flavoring of cherry, even artificial cherry. I find very I don't know like how much I should weigh the like artificial flavor into this tier list, but I do like artificial cherry flavor quite a bit as well. And it's but like if I'm talking about how I wrote the tier list where it's like I actively seek this fruit, um I don't really actively seek it that much. But it's something like maybe if I had to rebrand the tier list, it's like if somebody asked me like, you know, what one of my favorite fruit is, or like if they suggested like, oh, I'm gonna go get fruits, what should I get? I think cherry would pop up in that conversation, probably. So yeah, that's cherries. Okay, cranberries. Cranberries are a little bit weird because I don't eat cranberries like by themselves. I feel like they're way, at least in my experience, you know, way more catered to like baking or preparation into some kind of like, I guess, salad type thing. People, people, for me at least, like, don't really, they don't really eat cranberries by themselves. Yeah. And for me, like, I mean, I have had them by themselves, but they're not anything to write home about. Which is kind of weird because cranberries do have like a very, you know, sour tart note, but somehow it just like this is like the one like tart kind of fruit on this list that I feel like I don't vibe with that well. I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why. Oh, somebody's here. Whoa, it's Danny. I'm rating fruits. How do you like my tier list so far? Do you ever eat cranberries by themselves? Am I crazy to think that nobody eats cranberries by themselves? Yeah, I think C is about an appropriate cranberry rating. Yes, that's right. I'm Catch the Beat certified, which is weird because, well, actually, to be fair, I was like never good at catching bananas in Catch the Beat, so maybe that's why I don't like them that much. All right, dates. Dates are what? Dates are dates. Dates kind of suck. They kind of suck. Yeah, I just wanted to do it. Because I was just having like a lot of conversations recently about with people about about our like rankings for fruits. And I was like, I had some time today, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a fruit tier list stream. It's not really content for anything except for myself. I gotta make the stream to refer back to it whenever I talk to people about what I think of fruit, and ask them to watch like however long this stream is. Yeah, so they'll ask me like, "What do you think of bananas?" And I'll be like, "I don't know. Go look at my stream." God, I think I've only had dates like once in my life, and they're not good. Does anybody like dates? Am I mistaking them for something else? Because they do have like raisins on here, right? And raisins are just like dried grapes. And I think dates are dried something. Let me look this up. What is a date fruit? Isn't it like, oh, is it its own thing, really? What am I thinking of then? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of prunes or something. Is rambutan good? It looks like it would be tasty. It reminds me of like lychee a little bit in the appearance. And the flesh looks kind of similar too. Jaeyun is good. What's up? You guys can debate my have a debate in chat about how objectively correct or incorrect I am. Yeah, I can't remember like exactly what a date tastes like, but I just like associate it with being bad. I don't know if it's like a media like perception thing. I feel like often when like children or something have like dates that like their grandparents or parents gave them, they're all like, ew, I don't want to eat that date. And maybe that is like inside my mind, ingrained into my memory when it comes to like ranking this fruit, because I haven't had it at least in many years. But I wouldn't say like I would never want to eat this again, because like I don't remember very clearly what it tastes like. I feel like it kind of has like a preserved sort of fruit flavor, which I'm not pretty about. Damn, I need to try rambutan sometime. Have you guys ever had custard apple? I don't know what like I have no idea what the fuck this is. Alright, durian. I mean, anybody that's had durian probably, I mean, you feel one of two ways about durian. Either you really like it or you don't. You guys can fight over whatever, but I had durian once and it was a extremely gross experience. First of all, it smells terrible. Like, I think that even the people that like eating durian are like, yeah, it smells kind of bad, but the fruit is good. Well, I mean, smell is like what, 50% of the experience, you know? You can't have like, do any other fruits smell that bad? I feel like they don't. Everything else gives a nice, you know, fruity scent that can just be like, yeah, it's appetizing to eat, and durian is extremely off-putting in that regard. But also the fruit itself is just bad. It's just really bad. It is so, the texture is so like off, and it's like a weird I don't want to call it like creamy, but like it's just gross. It is just so gross. I had it once. I never. The memory will stick with me forever, and I never want to have it again. It looks kind of cool though. I'll give it points for that. Like whenever I was walk by it at like a Asian grocery store or whatever, I'm like, what is that? That's so crazy looking. And then you split it open, and you're like, oh god. Durian bad. Objectively correct. Impromptu weapon. That's true. We can't rate these by weapons though. You know, remember Terraria Banana Ring? That's a pretty good weapon, I think. Sorry. Supreme Calabatus fruit. That's true. I don't know what that would be. Probably some sort of super advanced hybrid genetically modified synth fruit that we haven't discovered or created yet. Yo, I don't even know if Arda still has the server up. Maybe soon, TM. Oh shit, you posted my stream on that server. Yo, why doesn't Patrick's Discord bot do YouTube? Sad. Yo, it's too late for Unirel. It's almost over. We had to eat normie regular fruit in your cyberpunk world. What's up with that? Alright, grapefruit. This is also potentially controversial because I think a lot of people I know actually don't like grapefruit. And they're just wrong because grapefruit is actually very, very nice. I think most people like chastise grapefruit for being too bitter, yeah, Austin. And I get that, but like I feel like grapefruit just has the nice the good blend of the sour and the bitter in a way that like is completely, I don't know, unique in itself. Like you don't have anything else that's really like that, at least on this tier list. I don't know how many fruits are missing on this tier list, but they surely do not compare to grapefruit. I would say the process of eating the grapefruit though is like not pleasant, because not only do you have to like peel the outer skin, but it's like the case where, because like for oranges for example, right, like you can eat the, I don't know what you call it, like, but like the white whatever parts of the grapefruit. I feel like for grapefruit you do have to peel that away, and so it can get like really messy and like kind of logistically challenging to eat the grapefruit. But I don't really care. I don't really care. You guys are incorrect. Grapefruit is A tier. It's like I look past all that stuff and still value the taste of grapefruit. That's just how good it is. And grapefruit juice is also goated too. But many people will disagree, and they can be incorrect. That's fine. Grapefruit is probably tasted. Yeah, bro. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not even sure what like that means. I'm trying to think of like what that's supposed to mean in the context of like a woman's personality. What women would you associate with a grapefruit? Something very, very bitter. Most people hate her, but like, damn. But isn't that like really romantic, you know? I can fix her. I could look past her toxic elements. It's not that bad, you know? It's okay, guys. You can what's the word? You can stay in the cave. In your echo chamber. Your grapefruit hating echo chamber. But I am woke and I understand. Actually, I'm gonna put it past cherry because it's better than cherries. Okay, red grapes. I mean, maybe I'll put white grapes up first. I think white grapes are very good. Probably better than cherries also. Yeah, I think that's like, who doesn't like white grapes? You know what I mean? Like, they're easy to wash, easy to eat. You don't have to like do anything extra with it. They don't even have pits, and the flavor is just right. It's just right. You can, what's the word? I'll crush a whole. What do they call the term? When you have like a bundle of the grapes on a branch. I'll crush a whole one of those. Easy. In one sitting. A bunch? It's just a bunch. I thought that was for bananas though. Am I crazy? Are bananas also a bunch? I thought that it was like, you know how like the animal kingdom has like wacky terms for the plural of all the animals? I thought that was like the case for the apple. Because like apples are like a bushel, right? Can't just overlap terms. Come on, English. Cluster bomb. Yeah, on the other hand, I think red grapes are just like a gaggle. Red grapes are just not good. I feel like it's like the same thing where you have like red green apples and white red apples. Like white grapes and green apples are like the better versions of red apples and red grapes. You guys like red grapes? Are you serious? I said this earlier though, but like I think I tend to prefer like more sour tart stuff, and I feel like yeah, red grapes like they don't hit the same. Wine? I don't give a fuck about wine, dude. I think I would no, not even. I think I prefer white wine. But the thing is like white wine like I guess doesn't go as well with the stuff I guess I eat, so I don't know. Yeah. Maybe that's the main issue. I like sour stuff, and so like in my objectively correct tier list, a lot of the sour stuff is like weighted way higher. White, sweeter. That's true. Cantaloupe? Wait, is this too high or too low? I can do honeydew right now. I would say honeydew is like very on a similar tier. Probably better than cantaloupe. But it is like a lot of like honeydew is way lighter of a flavor, right? I mean, they're not very comparable, but it's like for some reason because of the size. Actually, maybe I might put honeydew a little higher. Honeydew S. Damn. Guys, that's not objectively correct, but I think I could actually, maybe I could put honeydew in A at least. I do like honeydew more than cantaloupe. And what was I saying before? Oh yeah, because like a lot of people, like when they prepare like fruit salad, they always combine the honeydew and the cantaloupe. And taste-wise, they're like just not very comparable. I guess texture-wise, they can whatever. But honeydew is like very like a nice, refreshing sort of light kind of flavor that I think is just it just hits right. But not S tier, guys. S tier. Well, you guys will see, but I'm waiting to put one very important fruit here at the very least. More can go later. Do you like durian, Austin? Are you serious? I I like you less as a person because you like durian. Just saying. Like you less as a person now because you have expressed your like for durian. But would you at least say that like durian smells like shit? Would you at least give me that? Would you at least give me that part? Solid A tier. What the fuck? Yeah, man. It smells so bad. Damn, I learned something new about Austin today. Yo, go eat durian at your fancy food restaurants. Alright. Kiwis. Yeah, ice cream. God, that sounds gross. I think I've seen that, but I don't dare to try. Again, this is F tier. I think this might be the only F tier fruit on this list, based on a quick glance. For me, at least. I think kiwis are probably around C. I don't mind kiwis at all. They're like very borderline BC for me. And I'm basing this on like how I'm describing the rating. My main issue is that like I don't really look for kiwis at the grocery store. And they have like a weird like sharp taste to them. I think usually in this like middle part that like I kind of like the outside part of the kiwi more, where the seeds are, and then out of that where all the green stuff is. But then the middle part is kind of like, you know. But they're easy to eat, and they're pretty good, very distinct. Yeah, C is just such a misnomer. I need to like redo these categories and maybe move stuff around later. But for now, it's gonna be here. Okay, lemon lime. This is interesting because before I was kind of mostly rating stuff based on like the fruit itself. So like if you're having the fruit itself, I mean, you know, I'm sure there are people that eat lemons and limes by themselves, but probably not too many. So even for myself, I think I need to think about how I want to use them in flavoring like cooking or drinks or something. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Okay, I mean, in that case, I mean, lemon should probably be at least A, right? Like, it's so prevalent, and it just makes things better. And I like sour shit. I mean, I'd even suck on a lemon, to be honest, every once in a while, if I would. Although I bought limes today at the grocery store. Limes are... Brian's a dish with no effort. Yeah, gotta get that sour in it. It's like, you know, whatever you want to do with acidity, right? Like vinegar and lemon are the things that come to mind. And I feel like if I could add like lemon juice instead of vinegar for whatever reason, I probably would. Lime is kind of like, It's very like unoffending, I think. It's not as sour as lemon, and like, I mean, what are the things I use lime in? I've used it in like well, I don't make pad thai, but like whenever I get pad thai, usually they'll add some lime. But it doesn't like really add that much. I feel like lemon adds a lot more. For that reason, I feel like lime is probably better in the sea cuisine. That's right. What else do I use? The Sprite count? Lemon lime Sprite? Probably not. I think the only thing I've rated with an artificial flavor in mind on this tier list is probably cherry. But outside of that, probably not. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. Lemon is probably A. It might be borderline S. It might be. The only reason grapefruit is not an S is because it's such a pain in the ass to eat in terms of peeling. But hey, that's just me, and that's just this objectiveness being correct. Lychee? I've never seen lychee spelled like this. Lit-chai. Lit-chi. Lychee is good. I don't have it that often, though. I'm trying to think, like... beer. It's probably B or C, I think. I don't get these on a whim, I feel like. But it does have like that nice refreshing kick to it. And when I do have it, it's like, it never lets me down, I feel like. It's got like nice spiky texture that makes you think of an improvised weapon. You were saying with durian as the improvised weapon, you know, you can throw these down as caltrops or something. Yeah. Apparently these are like better lychee, but I have not had, so. I swear I've had currant before. I just can't like remember what it tastes like. Yeah, I think B is probably pretty good for lychee. If you haven't had it, I'd like recommend it. It's like got a pretty unique flavor to it. No, never had figs. I think I have had figs, but I don't remember what they taste like. I don't remember them tasting very good, but for the time being, I put them here because I really don't remember. I kind of vaguely remember what they taste like, but figs, like, absolutely I don't. Alright, mango. 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 I think that's probably like a C for me. Sorry to all my Southeast Asian brethren. Yeah, you guys like mangoes, huh? Alright, so this is my justification for mango, right? I do like mangoes, but like, for whatever reason, mangoes have like a very bizarre aftertaste associated with them for me. I don't really know like how to describe it, but like somehow that specific aftertaste, like the initial experience of eating the mango is good and it's fine. And with that, I might put it between like B or A, but somehow the weird like aftertaste part of mango just it leaves something to be desired for me. I don't. Maybe I should have it again. I think the last time I had it was like many months ago. But even then, I think the weird aftertaste part, it just stuck with me. I don't know. I can't, in my memory, cannot associate this with being that high. It could be B. It could be B, but for the sake of, I guess, being objectively correct, I'm gonna stick it in C for now. Sorry to my chat. Feel free to unsubscribe. Alright. Nectarine. I mean, nectarine are pretty good. Pretty good. At least B, probably A for me. They've got like, this is like the ideal like sweet kind of fruit for me, I think. Whatever they're doing in nectarine, keep doing that shit. Like, it's yeah, I think I like them when they're firmer. What is it with me and liking just fruit when they're less ripe? I don't. Yeah, it's like how else do I? What other words can I say about nectarine that will show its appeal? I'm not really sure. It's just generically very good. Peaches and nectarines mixed up. Yeah, that's fair. They're like pretty similar. For me though, I think like peaches aren't as good. They're still very good, but they're not as good. I think like the problem with the peach is like, I mean, I don't have problems with the peach. This is at like between this point, it's kind of all just like it's the very fine details, and it's like hard for me to describe why I like nectarines better. I think they are like a little bit sweeter than peaches, and when they do have like a more of a firmer texture, they have like a firmer sort of texture to them than peaches that I also like. Earthier? Earthier. Maybe. You know what I should have done? I should have bought a bunch of fruits and tasted them before making this tier list so that I would have a better recollection of what some of these fruits taste like. That's okay. My memory is not wrong, I swear. Thinking if I can rearrange some of these. It probably doesn't. I think it's fine as is. Alright, oranges. I mean, how can I say no to oranges? Like, I have oranges in my house right now. I actively seek this fruit. Orange is just... I keep moving it up. I think here is probably good. No, actually, this is hard. I'll put it here for now. Yeah, man. Orange is like... Well, I was gonna say a goated citrus fruit, but like, I don't know. The citrus category, the citrus family is just like on the next level meta, you know, compared to everything else. Citrus and like orange is no exception in that category, I think. I don't think, except for like maybe like Connor on Trash Taste for whatever reason doesn't like oranges. I haven't met like a single other person that doesn't like oranges. Too sour for you. Maybe that's why you like durian. Durian isn't sour at all. Sour's like the best flavor? I don't prefer oranges, I see. Alright. So you're like a C tier for orange. But that would be not objectively correct, so. And you know, that's okay. It's okay to not be objectively correct about fruit. Oh god. Alright. Alright, papaya. Papaya's like another one that I don't quite remember too well. Although that being said, like me and another person went to get Thai food yesterday, and she had papaya salad. And when I tasted it, I was like, yeah, it's okay. But there was a bunch of other stuff in it, so can't quite remember if it was the papaya being okay or if it was just everything else being okay. I think papaya is fine, but like I would put it above these at least. So but maybe it's like bottom of C. Probably bottom of C. I just yeah, I don't seek this out too much, and I do find like the seeds inside to like give me a weird feeling. I don't know if that's like, what's that phobia of like tiny holes? That's like the feeling that gives me for some reason. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Again, C like is the line between like good CBAS is good fruit and DF is bad fruit. Just sucks to say for red apple because I have to judge this by like Red Delicious compared to, I mean, there's a lot of red apples, but we're going by the Red Delicious here because that's what's pictured. Oh, Granny Smith. That's what the green apple I was thinking of. That name. Okay, pears. Pears are kind of bad. Is that just me? I don't really like pears that much. They're like not very sweet, and the texture on them, like on the flesh, is kind of. It's just kind of meh. Kind of meh. Am I not eating the right kind of pears? I like Asian pears, and that's its separate thing. I can put this down. This is like an easy A for sure. Probably something like here. I feel like these are way sweeter than normal pears. But these kind of pears, like, maybe I never get these, but like, I don't know. They don't seem that sweet to me. And yeah, the juiciness. God, the juice and the crunch. God, it's got everything that this is like, you know, this is like, you know, you versus like the person she tells you not to worry about kind of comparison. For me, at least. I would take an Asian pear over a regular pear any day of the week. But that being said, like maybe I'm being a little harsh for pears. Like I don't hate them, but like I need to. The categories are not enough here. The main problem is like, maybe I should be putting more stuff in S, but like maybe I could just put down. I'm gonna just put down my favorite fruit here right now, just as the benchmark, because people need to know, right? They need to know the scale of fruit, and the scale of fruit goes from durian to strawberry. And strawberries are just, they're on the next level. I would take these over any of these fruits in any situation, any day of the week. But the thing is, like, I don't know if I had to describe like why I like strawberries so much. it would be difficult because they're not really like sour in the way that I like a lot of the other sour fruits. And also, like, when you eat the leaves, I forget who told me this, but like, somebody told me like the leaves and the stem part of strawberries are like they have like a laxative effect on you. And so that's why most of the time people cut that part out. But I don't know. The flesh of the strawberry is just so damn good. Hey Josh. Frosh B! I feel like I need to get better at describing why I like strawberries so much. Because I really like cannot describe them in like a very good objective way about why they're very good. That being said, artificial strawberry flavor is very mid. But we're not really talking about artificial flavors too much for this, so. But this is the scale. It's strawberries to durians. Everything else is just in between. Yeah, it tastes very fake. You're right, Austin. It's like, ugh, God. I can't handle it. Also, strawberries combined with bananas. Very good smoothie combination. Strawberries, bananas, oranges. This is a nice combo right here. Fruit team tier list meta. That's the next thing. Persimmons. Persimmons are I feel like I should put this here because like I genuinely do not remember what. I know I've had it before. I just don't permissions. I just like cannot remember for the life of me what this tastes like. I know I've had it, but like now that I'm trying to remember what it tastes like, for some reason it's not clicking for me. I'm really racking my brain here. No, I can't really remember. It's fun. I think this is not a big deal, right? All right, pineapple. Banana mango. Oh, yeah, but I mean, you know, they're right next to each other here, so that's a nice pairing they have in the C tier list. Pineapple, I think I do like pineapple, but like I don't know if I would grab it on a whim. My main issue with like pineapple is that like it's almost like too sharp of a flavor. And sometimes you just want your fruits to like be chill, you know. But pineapple, it like attacks your mouth with flavor, you know. You know the feeling that you get when like you haven't eaten anything in a while and then you eat something that's like really flavorful and your tongue is like ignites. That's like the feeling I get with pineapple like every time. And so like when your taste buds are like woken up already, like it can be pretty good. But sometimes it's just too strong, I think that's, you know, that's kind of like why I think people kind of like cut it into some savory stuff, like pineapple on pizza or whatever. And if you have to ask my opinion on that, like I think it's okay. I don't like love it. I don't hate it. which is like right around maybe where it belongs in this C tier. But I feel like I can enjoy pineapples better if they're like cooked and they lose some of that sharpness. Yeah, seems about right. I'll maybe put it over these two at least. Okay. Plums. Plums are very good. Plums are quite good. I would put these maybe in A. Bottom of A. Top of B. I mean, a good plum can very much substitute like a good nectarine. Actually, I might even put these because like plums are a little bit sour, more sour, I would say. But like the flesh part of the nectarine, like the texture itself, I think is better. Sometimes plums are like a little, how do you describe it? The flesh is like it's not as juicy, right? And sometimes like those dried up plums are just they're like not that good, but when you get a good plum, it's very much up there, I think. So I can see this being about right next to the nectarine for me. It does have the pit issue of being way too big, but I'm okay with that. For most of these, I do find it interesting that like for the pits on the nectarine and the peach, they're all like, how do you describe it? They have like the weird like ridges and stuff. I wonder why that is. Okay, pomegranate. Pomegranates are not that good. I kind of like pomegranate like flavor, but like if I'm just eating like the seed, excuse me, I'm just eating like the seeds themselves. It's just okay. They kind of like, you know, you put them in your mouth and they like kind of have like a nice little like pop of liquid explosion, whatever. But maybe the main issue. Sorry, oh, my throat is messed up right now. Yeah, I think the main issue is like I don't have pomegranates enough by itself, which is I guess an issue I share with a decent amount of these fruits here. I think they're just okay. They're just okay. Some of these I just don't have a lot to say about. And maybe it's like also an issue of me not having pomegranates enough to make enough of a more solid opinion on it. They're just okay until they can change my mind. Okay, pomelos. So I know like pomelos and grapefruits are like a little bit similar, but I don't eat pomelos enough to feel like I would actively seek it. They're pretty good when you can take them, or when you have the chance to have them, and if you do like grapefruit, you'll probably like pomelo. They're not as bitter, I think. This pomelo here, I don't remember it being like this, but there's like so much of that white inedible whatever part inside. I actually maybe I do remember it being like that. Although grapefruits kind of have the same problem when once you peel them, peel off all like the extra skin. Could be like that. Yeah, pomelos are kind of similar to pomegranates in that I don't eat them enough to have formed a solid enough opinion. I'm just putting them on a whim from what I remember here. And maybe I should put it further down then. Alright, we're almost done. Raspberries? I feel like I like artificial raspberry flavor more than normal raspberries. It's kind of weird to say. I think they're okay. They're okay. I don't know if I would grab these on a whim. They're like very close to... Oh, hello, some gold. C tier? Yeah, they're like a very solidly okay berry. Would they be better than cranberries and blackberries? I think probably. I would say like the best times to enjoy raspberries, similar to like all the other berries I like, are basically just having them when they're a little underripe and have more of the tartness. The tartness for berries is what makes the berries not good, with the only exception kind of being strawberry. Because underripe strawberries are, well, no, even strawberries should be a little underripe too, in my opinion. It's just that they don't want like they don't have more of a sour note when they're underripe. Not really a fruit you would go out of your way to eat. That's true. But when you can have them, like sometimes if you get like a berry salad, I think you can appreciate the raspberries inside. Even frozen, like frozen blueberries, frozen raspberries, and blackberries, these are all like pretty good actually. Especially if you like blend them into a smoothie. But at that point, you know, are you eating the berry, or are you drinking a smoothie that tastes like the berry? That's the real question. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it being here. Okay, tangerines. I mean, tangerines are citrus family, man. It's too OP. I think I like tangerines better than oranges even, probably. I guess like the flavor isn't as strong, but like tangerines are like so easy to eat. Like peeling them is easier than the orange. They don't usually have like any significant seeds inside that you have to worry about to spit out. You just pop them in your mouth like fucking potato chips, except they're like healthy, sort of. I think the sugar content on a lot of these fruits is pretty high, but you know, other than that, yeah. Tangerines are just like oranges but better. if we're just talking about the eating experience of the fruit itself, I would rate the tangerine above the orange. That being said, I miss having tangerines. I had them a bunch at home. Now that I'm back in Montreal, I haven't had any. Gotta go pick some up. Are they better than... I think I need to come down on the grapes. Let's see. I would put tangerines maybe up here. Then... maybe... You know, I think I'm gonna bump down cherries. I don't think... Like, I'm looking at this line of fruits, and I don't think cherry compares, to be honest. Yeah, this seems about right. Okay, watermelon. Watermelon is also very good. Watermelon's on the light side, but it's like it's so good. You know, extremely like unoffending. I don't think there's people that dislike watermelon. Maybe even better than tangerine. Maybe something like this. My only knock for maybe not putting it in S is just because I'm so quote unquote objectively biased for strawberries. Which is the like, can I put it in the same tier? And I don't think I can. So I think I'll put it somewhere around here. It's probably fine. Just extremely like refreshing fruit to have. Like it's mostly, you know, you're like mostly eating water, but it's just got like that nice like very lightly sweet element to it. And like sure, you know, sometimes like the seeds can be whatever to deal with, and it's like super fucking heavy. But all of that can be overlooked in the same way that peeling a grapefruit can be overlooked, for me at least, and probably not for a lot of other people. Yeah, high A at least. I agree with that. Okay, next, guava. Actually, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, have I had guava before? Maybe I haven't. Alright, I'm gonna put this here for now, because I can't remember if I've had it or not. I thought I covered everything when it comes to these never had parts, but maybe it looked like something else that I thought I had and just wasn't reading the name. Well, that's fine. Blood orange. I mean, the problem is like blood oranges are like a little bit on the exotic side compared to oranges. And so like they are good, but like I'm not gonna like spontaneously go out of my way to eat blood oranges, I feel like. And additionally, like I don't even know if I like them more than normal oranges. They do taste good though. I'm trying to like describe how it's the difference between like blood oranges versus normal oranges. Normal oranges like just feel a little bit more citrusy. I don't like really know if that makes any sense. And I've had like San Pellegrino blood orange flavor that I think was like very nice. Maybe should I look up the difference? No, because then it wouldn't be objectively correct. Somehow I like the flavor of like normal orange more than blood orange. Except I think in the case of like whatever that San Pellegrino drink. But that could just be the carbonated effect boosting the blood orange part. Somehow they complement each other better. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. Kumquats? I've 100% had kumquats before, but I'm trying to remember like what they taste like. A lot of these are just like they're just things that you just don't have that much on a regular basis, so the flavors get lost in the memory banks. I would say I kind of am scared to rate this because I don't really remember. I feel like it kind of has like a little bit of like a soury tart flavor to it, if I remember correctly. Does that sound about right? But if they were good, I would definitely remember them more. So I don't think they're probably not on like the S or A level, but maybe probably B or C if I had to rate them. I don't remember liking them, and I don't remember hating them. I think they're probably pretty okay there. Mulberries. So mulberries, I have like a little bit of like a nostalgia trip for, which is like hard for me to rate in the sense of being objective, but I remember I used to like pick these from a tree that we had outside of my apartments when I was growing up in elementary school. That was like my best experience with mulberries. Getting them fresh in the spring season when they all were popping up on that tree. They're pretty good. I mean, they're very reminiscent of like blackberries, but somehow I like them better than blackberries, and I don't know if that's just like the nostalgia kicking in, but I also feel like between these two being like the prime underripe growth stage, I think mulberries are like do better in that regard. But I don't know if I can like put it in B because like I don't get these at the grocery store. Right? Hey Leonin. What do you think of the list so far? Anything you drastically disagree with? If you so, you're wrong because this is the objective one. I'm objective. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, I'll put mulberries right around here. Only one S tier. I mean, there's only one F tier too. I kind of view this as a scale, and maybe we'll resolve some of the kinks later. Why banana not S tier? So I made this comment when I rated it, but basically like I do like bananas, but my main issue is like I don't eat bananas fast enough, and so when I buy like a bunch of bananas, like when it's down to like one or two, they become like very mushy and like overripe. And I don't like bananas when they're in that sense. And so when they're like at prime ripeness, bananas are like pretty good, but yeah, you can make banana bread, whatever. What if I'm lazy? No, you can eat them fast, but like for some reason I like unless I really need to finish the banana, like my bananas are like a one a day fruit for me. For some reason it feels weird for me if I if I eat more than one banana a day. I don't know why, but that's just some internalized thing. Like if I have more than one banana, I feel like, oh shit, I'm exceeding my banana quota for the day, and then I can't handle it anymore. But no, they're actually okay. I'll put these in B. The main issue is that like I was saying earlier is that I have vowed to basically not buy bananas anymore because I felt so bad for like basically wasting them, and if I didn't want to like make banana bread or like freeze them or whatever. But when they're good, so like, but I can't put them in an S. S is reserved for strawberry tier fruits. I mean, come on, tangerines are like all basically S. At this here, like they're basically up there, right? They are very, very good. Very, very good. One of my favorites for sure. Alright, let me put okay, raisins. I mean would I rather have a raisin or would I rather have grapes? And the answer is grapes 100% of the time. Just like thumbs up. That's fair. Do you like durian, Leonid? Are you a durian? Are you a durian lad? I learned today Austin likes durians, and I was like, I like you less as a person now. Oh, you never had one. Okay. You should try one and report back to us what your review is. You gotta do the what was the thing that you were eating? The is pumpkin a fruit? Pumpkin fruit. Pumpkin, from a botanist perspective, is a fruit. Well, I mean, you know, this is there's 979 poop emojis on this tier list. I feel like this is because they probably are just missing a lot of things while also being called the ultimate fruit tier list or whatever. So, I mean, think about it. Think about how many different brands of apples they could put between green and red apples. What was it again? Oh yeah, raisins. Yeah. The thing is, like, putting raisins in D is a little bit harsh because, like, it's not like I dislike raisins. I like oatmeal raisin cookies, you know? Raisins are, like, okay in a lot of baking things. But, like... I'll put it here for now, though. I just can't compare this to, like, you know, the actual fresh fruits. You know, raisins are just, like, dried, whatever, preserved. Raisins are what I think of, you know, when you eat, like, D&D rations. You get, like, raisins and nuts, and you eat them together. They're well preserved or whatever. I mean, you're eating all good fruits there, Leonid, so you're not missing out on too much. Trust me, you don't want to eat durians. Alright, last one. Sour cherries. So, I didn't actually know that there's a difference between these two. Because whenever we buy cherries, they're just labeled cherries. I think I probably like sour cherries better just based on what I've been saying. And then this cherry, like, I don't even know if I've had that, so... But I'm just gonna put these here because I thought they were basically the same thing. I think what I enjoy, the cherry that I enjoy is the cherry part. And this is like something like, I don't even know. But I'm just gonna pretend that these are the same thing. Oh, you prefer sour cherries or regular cherries? Yeah. I think that's the right opinion. It doesn't hit. Sour cherries just do the job better. And I think they have like a little, I don't know if it's just me, but like maybe the sour cherries are like the texture's firmer, and I appreciate that about that part of it. But I need to have these like side by side to be more fair. Okay. I think I did all of that. Alright. So let's clean up this list a little bit. Because puddings... I feel like if I put something else in like S and F, it would be doing a disservice to how much I like and dislike these fruits respectively. And that's why like it's hard for me to like put these on the other level. Yeah, I've never had this and I kind of want to try it, but at the same time like it sounds kind of gross. I don't know. Some of these I think I've had, I just don't remember what they taste like. Like kumquats I know I've had, persimmons I know I've had, but I don't remember what they taste like. But they, if they didn't strike me as something that I, you know, maybe I'll put like a different tier list just to be correct. I'm gonna put had but don't remember taste. And here I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put guava. I think I've had figs, and then what was the other thing? I think I've also had gooseberries. But none of these I remember. But they're probably not good enough that it would fall under any of the good tier, you know, between S to C. I don't know if this is the right thing though, like putting these under durian. I feel like this should be at the bottom, because I know I don't like this. No berries. Yeah. No, the seeds is important, you know. Like the act of eating the fruit can matter. Is a factor when deciding this tier list. That's why I rated tangerines so high compared to oranges. I feel like if I could eat oranges in the same way I eat tangerines, I might rate oranges higher. Maybe. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. Maybe not. But tangerines are there because they are so easy to eat, I think. On the other hand, maybe I should put this down a little. Yeah, maybe something like that. You know what? I don't like though. It's like the one time you're like eating a tangerine and you get like a random seed in there, and you're like, oh, tangerine is ruined. I have to spit something out. Preposterous. Alright. Do that, and then... Okay, I think, you know, I don't really need to change too much here. Like I said, I feel like I want to keep this scale here between F and S. Just because I need to emphasize how much I like and dislike these two respectively. Everything else, I think I'll put tangerines over watermelons. Lemon, I mean, yeah, again, like, we're not talking about eating lemons. Asian pears are just the better pear. And they're extremely good. They're nice and crunchy and juicy. Although there are like some variants of Asian pears that I like more than others. But as they are, I think they're fine here. Grapefruits is my odd bias that I guess nobody seems to appreciate. And to those people, fuck you. No, just kidding. But I'm gonna put this here because I am correct and you're not. Oranges. Yeah, you know, oranges are a very inoffensive fruit. Oranges and honeydews are like the most inoffensive fruits, I feel like. Maybe grapes too, I don't know. Nectarines, very nice and juicy, great fleshy texture. Plums have the nice sour note. White grapes have the nice sour note. I'm good with all of these being in A. Pretty much this is like my repertoire of go-to fruits, I would say. And then I think in this tier is like the stuff that I would like to grab maybe if it was on sale kind of thing. Apricots, nice and sour cherries, nice. To be honest, I could maybe put sour cherries in A, but I'm just gonna put these here because I got these two mixed up and I want to keep these here. Blueberries. Most of the berry category, it's all like underripe. My appreciation for them comes to be underripe. But Dragon fruit is overrated. Tastes like nothing. Oh yeah? I do kind of want to try it though, just because it looks like crazy. It looks like a fruit from like a video game. It looks like a fruit from like an alien planet, and that's why like I want to just see what it tastes like. But damn, people do not like the dragon fruit, huh? But also it's called dragon fruit. How does it have such a badass name and taste so terrible? I'm sad. I'm sad that people don't like this. But I probably wouldn't like it either based on your descriptions. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Yeah, blueberry. I think I'm gonna put blueberry a little more. Peaches I'll put higher. I think. Would I like it over cherries? Not always. Cantaloupe is fine there. Lychee's fine there. Okay. This is probably pretty good. My only thing is I would probably consider putting banana in C, but the community has spoken and they want to rate the bananas higher. It's obviously not gonna go here, but you know, we can agree to disagree. You know, I think I'm actually gonna bump green apples up. I think green apples are good enough for me to put in B. I have on occasion, not in like maybe the past three years, but I have on occasion gotten green apples at the grocery store on a whim, and they don't expire like too quickly either, you know. So I think it's worth putting these up there. All right, mulberries, mangoes. Damn, my mango controversy. Lime, banana, or whoops, I just called the pineapple. Bananas on their own is mid with the go greatness smoothie. See, that is an opinion that I can agree with. I think bananas are very, very solid when they're blended, especially like strawberry banana smoothies. Banana, I guess mango for Dan. Banana is a very good like complementary fruit. By themselves, they're alright. They're alright. Maybe I'll put these a little bit further down. Kiwis I can bump up. Mangoes I'll put down. Lime, maybe lime will. I want to put lime at the top of C. Alright, we'll keep mulberries up there. Avocados, maybe they should be higher. I do like guac. It's just my the problem is like I never get guac because it costs too much. Like at restaurants. But when I have it, like I'm never disappointed with it. So the thing is like by itself though, avocado by itself I'm kinda like whatever about. Maybe I can consider rating grapes higher above pineapple. They're not bad. There's just white grapes are just better. IMO in my objective opinion. Cranberries I'll put down, and then these two I don't feel strongly enough about to put anywhere else. I think. Good milkshake, yeah. Objective manias. Okay, red apples, raisins. Should I keep these over this? I think date is good being at the bottom of D. Coconut, you know, people like can hate or like, but for me it's not. It ain't all that. Pears. Do I like raisins more than pears? I think I do. Actually. Yeah, I'll keep these here. Then red apples have the potential to be better than raisins with certain species. And then yeah, durians, F. If you like durian, we can't be friends. I'm just kidding. But God, I just don't understand how you can eat durian and enjoy it genuinely. Maybe this is like how people feel about like natto, because like I've had natto and it's like pretty good, but I know some people like really dislike long natto. Dang, C for watermelon, Gabriel? I don't know about that. It's just so refreshing. It's like having a drink, but you're eating fruit. I like that feeling. Flex? I don't think Austin's flexing. I think he genuinely likes durian. And some people just do, but I can't tolerate it, man. The smell is just uh it's yeah, maybe one of these days I'll eat these or remember what they taste like and then I can rate them. I mean, passion fruit like I've had in, drinks, not by itself, but like I can't really rate this if I've only had it like in conjunction with other stuff because then I'm tasting other stuff. Jackfruit, I don't know if I've had. I feel like I have, but maybe not. I don't even know what these are. Dan tells me I should try these, and I'm considering trying them. I'll try these at some point and report back. These, like, I don't know. I feel like I've had, but if you guys have any opinion on these, maybe you can tell me what you think. But I don't like know what they taste like. Star fruit. I mean, it's shaped like a star. It's pretty cool. I'm assuming mangosteens are not related to mangoes. They just, because they don't look like mangoes. Less sweet lychee. Apparently Dan really likes rambutan. If pumpkin was on the list, what tier would it be? I think I would probably put pumpkin like I want to say like probably C. I think the main issue is like I only eat pumpkin like I haven't had like pumpkin by itself. I get it. I eat it like when in baking, and I do like it usually in like various baked goods. It has like a type of consistency that I like. I just don't know how I would feel about it if I had it by itself. I think your fruit tastes, you'd think it's kind of mid. Yeah, I think you're talking to Austin. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, and I also want to see what this tastes like. I think I don't think I would like this, but yeah. And then these I'll retry at some point and see see how it goes. Pineapples S? Yeah. No, I like pineapples. I do agree that they're like kind of inconvenient to prepare sometimes. My issue is that like they taste too strong. Like it's actually like too strong of a taste. And when you cook it, like it helps the taste a little bit, but yeah, eating it by itself, I just like it like hurts my tongue. And that's not because it's like spiky. It's just like genuinely the flavor is too strong for me. Good ingredient when eaten on its own. That's fair. I would eat it on its own. I like need something else to like balance it. Either to have like a drink on hand or like or something. I don't know. I have had them by itself, and it's like fine, but I don't always like the really strong flavors. And that's why, like, I think, you know, strawberries are pretty, like, light. Watermelon is pretty light. Tangerine is pretty light, I think. These are nice. Lemon A tier. Yeah, but, like, I'm not eating lemon by itself, right? Like, lemon and lime, we were saying, are, like, rated based on, like, their flavoring components rather than eating the fruit by itself, because like most people aren't eating lemons and limes by themselves. And I mean, you could. I have just like sucked on a lemon wedge or whatever, and I like this. Okay, this tier list is like coming from a guy that like grew up liking warheads. If you had that candy before, so like I said in the description, I may or may not have destroyed my taste buds when I was young in a way that is like irrevocably damages me or biases me to sour stuff. But outside of that context, I feel like this is a pretty good objective tier list. So all right, we'll leave it at that. Damn, I got 2 hours out of that. That's crazy. All right. Thanks for watching and commenting, everybody. Compare it in like a year. Yeah. Once in a year, I have another resolution. This year, I'm gonna eat all of these fruits. I'm gonna eat all of these fruits and then put them on this tier list for next year. Lemons and limes are incredible food ingredients. Yeah. I mean, they're not that bad eaten by themselves, honestly. It's just, you know, you're not gonna do it that often. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.